etiquette. A considerable amount of strategic planning is required to ensure that maximum effect is gained from sending Christmas cards. Timing, size, and quality are paramount importance. Sending Christmas cards too early is not only ineffective, but can be humiliating for the sender. It reveals one's position, discloses the size and the quality of the card, exposing oneself to the possibility of a devastating counterattack. On the other hand, a very late Christmas card runs the risk of negating the recipient's ability to respond and reducing one's total card amount. It is certainly better to be on the early rather than the late side, for the get-in-quick Christmas card sets the pace and compels the opposition to reply. It is a brave opponent who will respond with less than an equal to or better than Christmas card. The next thing to understand is the value of size in Christmas cards. Important people, or at least people who think they are important, send big and important looking Christmas cards. This makes the recipient feel small, which is precisely what is intended. This can be quite costly, but usually worth it. There's also a place for very small and/or very inexpensive Christmas cards. If you send these, it may not go over so well. These are particularly effective for not getting exchanges responded. First-time Christmas cards sent on impulse to recently newly made friends should be avoided, for they can have devastating consequences, like those nice Conrad people you met in Gatesbrook not long ago, or the Salters. Well, it might be a nice surprise to get a lovely card in return, but you might not be very well pleased when they arrive at your front door on Boxing Day. And that is the etiquette of the Christmas card. And I'll have one more reading. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and then after that we'll sing 3 Christmas carols together. And you'll see in the pews in the bottom there's a green book. If someone would like to flip through now and maybe suggest a carol that we start off with, that would be great. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the rest of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear? A miniature sleigh, 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mounted the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his toe, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. And he filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, at the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." There we go.